This is my drawing of Thanos from Squid Game, and today I'm going to teach you each and every step on how you can draw this yourself. So grab your pen and paper and let's get started. Now the first thing you want to do is start in the center page with the inside edge of the eyes. Let's leave a large gap in the center. Starting over on the left, we're going to bend this in and then down towards a point. Let's line this up on the right side and do the same thing. Now I'm going to work our way across the top of the eyelid. Let's start on the left side. We're going to bend this up at an angle and then out. Now I want to add some thickness to the eyelid. Let's start on the outside. I'm just going to taper this so it gets thicker as you come in and then down towards the point. Let's tuck the side of the eyes in behind the eyelid. So from this point, we're going to step in, then these down, and then in. Now I want to add a little bit of thickness across the top. Now I want to tuck the iris underneath the eyelid, starting on the left. Curl this around and then up. And just tuck that up underneath. Do the same thing on the right. Let's go back to the center, draw a circle, and fill that in black for the pupils. Now I want to add a little bit of shadow along the top. So let's start from the top of the pupil, then this out and then down towards the side, and then we'll fill the top in black. Along the bottom, we're going to add a curve, going across and then down. Let's add a fold underneath the eyes with a small line. And then from here, we're going to draw on the eyebrows. Let's start on the outside. We're going to bend this up and in. Curve this down on top of the eye towards the inside. And then we'll line it up on the right, doing the same thing, going up and then bending that down. Let's go back to the inside and add a fold for the brow, coming in and up. And then in between, we're just going to add a fold going across. Let's add some thickness to the eyebrows. Starting from the outside, we're going to taper this up. Follow that curve coming down and then in. And we'll fill the inside of the eyebrows in black. Let's go to the inside point of the brow, add a curve coming in and then down across the side of the nose bridge. And then over on the right side, we're just going to add an extra fold. From the center, we come all the way down and draw the tip of the nose. We're going to start on the left, then this down, and then curl that up. Now on the ends, we're just going to add a small curve for the nostrils. Let's move up in the center, draw a short line going across the top. And then over on the right side, we're just going to curl up the side of the nostril. And then from the side, we're going to add a fold, going out and then down. Now with the mouth, we want to lift this up on the right side. So we're going to start from the center, curl this out and up. Bend this down towards the corner of the mouth. And then add a bracket on the end. Let's go back to the center, bend the mouth coming down toward the left. Then add a small bracket. Let's go back to the center, step down and add a short curve for the lower lip. Now with the face complete, let's move to the side and draw on the cheekbones. We're going to start from the outside of the eyebrow, bend this around and then in towards the side. And draw on the cheekbones, angles down and then in. Let's draw the bottom edge of the head. We're going to step in, come down with an angled line towards the jaw. Now let's go back to the left side. We're going to round up the jaw, come down with an angled line towards the chin. Let's go over towards the right, do the same thing, and then we'll round up the chin. Now I want to sink in the cheekbones, so on the left side, I'm just going to add a small curve coming around. Do the same thing on the right side, a little bit higher. Add a couple dimples across the chin. Now let's go to the side of the head and add in the ears. We're going to start on the left, then it's up and then out. Round up the ear, coming down towards the side. Then it's down and in towards the earlobe. And then just curl it back up towards the side of the head. Now I'm going to add a fold across the top of the ears. Just follow that same curve going up and then around the side. And then on the right side, we're going to add two curves for the earring. Let's go back to the side of the cheeks. We're going to add a curve going out and then in. Now from here, we're going to draw the hair brushed over towards the left side of the forehead. Let's start up here, bend this up and then in, bring this down and out, come across and then up. Let's add a layer. Stepping back, coming up and in, bend this down towards the eyebrow, bring this up, and add one more. Coming down, let's go all the way across, up towards the right, and we'll bend that down towards the hairline. Now underneath this fold, I'm just going to add a series of curves for the edge of the hairline. Let's continue over towards the right, just adding some texture of hair going up. Let's add a gap, add another one. Now let's work our way down the side. Just going to bend this down and out. Add a curve coming up. I just want to close off the edge of the hairline. Now to go back to the top of the ears, I'm going to curve the side of the head, going out and up. Let's bend this in towards the top. Now I want to separate the bottom of the hair towards the top. So let's start on the left, bend this up and in, goes out and then down. Now go to the right side, it's going to curve this up and then down. Let's fill the side of the hair in black. Now we're going to work our way across the side of the head towards the top. Let's start back on left. We're just going to add a little point coming down, adding these little fibers of hair, goes up. Now let's add a long strand, going around and up, and this down, step up and add a fold. Let's add another point, going up and in, and then bring that down. Let's do the same thing on the right. Just going to add a couple loose strands going out toward the side and up, goes around and in, then add a fold. I just want to balance this up, going up towards the same height that we have on the left. Now I'm going to work our way back in toward the center. Let's start back on the left. Coming in. I'm going to draw a wave. We're going to go up, across, towards the top. Bring this down. Add another point. Coming in. Now this hair is going to curve across towards the top. So I'm just going to continue that curve coming in. Add a couple smaller points. And just work our way across. Just flattening off the middle. And then the center. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more texture across the top of the hair. Coming up and in. And across. Let's add a little bit of texture across the top. These little lines. Now I'm going to go back and add a little bit more texture to the hair. These thin lines. I'm also going to add a little bit of hair coming down from the bottom of the ears. So let's come down towards a point. Just adding a couple points on either side. And you want to fill the hair in black. Now let's go underneath the jaws and draw the edge of the collar. We're going to start on the left, then it's out and then down. Go back to the left, curve this down towards the middle, and then bend that up towards the right. Let's go back up to the top of the collar. We're going to bend the neck, coming down and then out. And then in the center, we're going to add the throat, coming down and in. Let's fill the outside of the collar in black. Let's trace the back side of the collar, step up, then it's out and then down. Round up the side, coming in and back out towards the shoulders. I'm going to go back to the center and draw two lines for the zipper. One line coming down from the left and one from the right. Then we're going to add a little bit of texture inside the zipper. Now I'm going to add some folds across the bottom edge of the collar, coming down and in from both sides. Now let's add a fold. We're going to step back, comes down, and then in towards the side of the zipper. Let's add the front edge of the collar with a short line. Just going to follow that curve on both sides. Now let's close off the shoulders. We're going to start from the base of the collar. We're going to go up and then down to create a fold. Step up, curve the shoulders coming out and then down. And let's bend this down towards the bottom of our page. Let's add that stripe across the top of the shoulders. And then we'll sign our art and add a splash of color, and that's pretty much it. That's how to draw an anime style Thanos from Squid Game. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please be sure to subscribe for more videos each day where I'll show you how to draw different characters just like this. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.